Okay, those who are familiar with the content or the training content, okay, might be you would have gone through the video that has been already shared with you, or if you have not been gone through that video, then also perfectly fine. We are going to cover those topics here as well. But if you are having any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question, or you can post the questions in chat box, and we will be having a question and answer session for last 15 minutes. Okay, I will not take much time to explain the things. We'll directly come to the point. Okay, what all the content will be there. I will give quick introduction with the training as well as the CloudMURY and the content we are going to cover, what exactly this training is intended for, and then we can strictly jump to the commercials of it. Okay, the training schedule, training content, what will be the fees, the structure on which we are going to organize the training and all. So first introduction to this session, then I'm going to talk a minute about CloudMURY, what we are actually trying to do at CloudMURY. We can have a quick introduction of a cloud and cloud computing, what exactly cloud and cloud computing is, so that we can have an introduction to ServiceNow. Then I'm going to explain you the opportunities in ServiceNow as well. Then we will have the training details and schedule. Okay, and lastly, what are offerings we are having at CloudMURY, if you can join training, and after the training also what all things you will get it from our side. So all these things we are going to see in this particular session. Okay, the firstly we can go with the CloudMURY. So you would have heard about our company already from our team as well as from the sir itself. We are actually delivering IT cloud-based business application supports and implementation support for all the businesses which are based in India as well as out of India. Then we specialized in business process automation enabled by cloud-based development platform, that is ServiceNow. Okay, so this training is intended to the ServiceNow platform specifically. We are having expertise in other platform as well. We are having Remedy, Jira, and all similar platforms. But yeah, the current market leader is ServiceNow. So this particular training, the 30 days training, is intended to the ServiceNow platform. Okay, we offer all these technology solutions, cloud-based, SaaS, and PaaS-based. Okay, for those who are not from the computer background, might be you're from a different stream, for them what exactly the cloud will be. Okay, so the best example of cloud will be if you are using your smartphone and if you are storing your photos somewhere in Google Drive. Okay, or if you are using some other phone and you are storing in EMI cloud, or maybe you are storing in Lenovo cloud, that each and every phone company are having their secure place to store the data and images. Okay, so if you are storing somewhere else than your own memory of your phone, that is nothing but cloud. You are storing somewhere else which will be maintained by someone else. Okay, you are not maintaining it, so you don't need to worry about the memory or the size of that particular space or the disk on your phone. That is what the cloud is. And what is main characteristics of cloud? So you are getting huge space online. Okay, so for example, in Google Drive, you can see the space is restricted to 15 GB because you are using a free account. But yeah, because of free account, it is restricted to 15 GB. It doesn't mean that it will not offer you beyond 15 GB. Yeah, you need to purchase some plan and it will give you huge space, whatever space you required. Okay, when I say space means it will allocate memory size to you to store your data there. Okay, and which will be maintained by third party. You don't need to worry about your data. The cloud is actually the collection of servers. For example, you are using one computer having 1 TB space. When it comes to cloud, you will have thousands of terabyte spaces, the computer having that kind of disk memory, and so many computers or the servers collected together, we call it as a cloud. Okay, and it is orchestration driven. When I say orchestration driven, it is automation. Okay, you no need to have the manual activities to do some kind of to perform some activity there. If you wanted to have from 15 GB, you wanted to have the 30 GB space in your G drive. Okay, in that case, you no need to send some request, or you no need to worry about how they will do it. They will go manually and do it. No, once you will raise the request, that will automatically be processed by the specialized automation process. Those kind of process, we call it as an orchestration. Okay, now the simple definition of cloud: data is stored on a cloud, which is a connection of servers and computers owned by a third party. Okay, you are not taking any ownership of that particular data or that particular server. If you see here, you are able to see one shopping cart here. Okay, this is your shopping cart, and you can see different kind of information is there. Might be you are having music, you are having ebooks, some photos are there, some videos are there. All these things will be stored in a cloud. This cloud is nothing but your set of computers. You will be able to access all your data through internet. That is the only one required things you should have at your own, so that you will be able to access the data from that cloud, which will be maintained by the third party. Third party means any other company is maintaining it. You are only consuming that service. That is what the simple definition of cloud. In currently market, three big giants are there, those who are providing the public clouds. Yeah, there are some few examples are, but mainly in a market, we are having Amazon, we are having Microsoft, and we are having Google. So Amazon cloud, then we are having Azure for Microsoft, and we are having GCP for Google Cloud Platform. Okay, these are the three big giants. They are providing all the cloud related service. Now, when it comes to the cloud, right, then one relative terms will come with the cloud itself. That is cloud computing and services. What exactly the cloud computing and services? If all these things, whichever your data, processing the data, processing different requests and all these things, if you are storing it in a cloud and you are requesting those kinds of services, we call it as a cloud computing and the related services for it. If you take an example, you have created one website for your own business. Okay, you are having a small business you are running, and you have created a web application for it. Now you don't have your own server to host that website so that it will be run 24/7. You should have the service available for all your consumers and customers 24/7. In that case, what you need to do is you need to find a host cloud, maybe Amazon, GCP, or you can take Azure, any particular cloud service provider, and you are going to host your application in their server. It means you are using their cloud services to operate your own business. Business means in our case, it is website. Okay. So similarly, to store the backup, sometimes you might have seen pop-up in your phone. Okay. Maybe after 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, you will get a pop-up when you open your WhatsApp application. It will say, okay, you have not taken the backup of your WhatsApp, okay, or the WhatsApp chat. Do you want to archive it or do you want to take a backup? And it will ask what will be the storage or what will be the destination of your backup. It will say, do you want to back it up on your Google Drive? It means they are asking you to use the cloud services to store your backup. In any case or any scenario, if your phone get crashed and you are not able to have the access to your application or the previous chat or history, you can easily restore that backup from your cloud, which is a Google Drive or the Google Cloud. Okay, for those kind of services, you normally use the cloud, and all these services they are providing, we call it as a cloud services or cloud computing services. Okay. Now we are having 3-4 cloud services deployment models. Okay. Okay, we are having deployment models. One is IaaS. The IaaS is infrastructure as a service. In layman's language, whenever you take an example of normal things, okay, infrastructure means to do something or to run something, the underneath whatever structure you are creating, we call it as an infrastructure. For example, in India, now we are having a lot of automotive vehicles coming into market. Okay, new with the new variety, electric vehicles are coming, the solar panel vehicles are coming. So they need to have the different infrastructure to be onboarded. For example, take example of EV, electric vehicles. For them to run on a 24/7 basis without any disturbance, everywhere you should have the power stations to charge the EV. So that power stations will come under your infrastructure to run the EV. Similarly, in your case, if you are having any application or website to run your website or application 24/7 and to provide the service, you should have the underneath infrastructure created. Okay, so few cloud service deployment methods are there. They are only providing that infrastructure. All other things, which service you want to run, whether it is website, whether it is application or something else, that you will decide. Okay, so they will only provide you the infrastructure. All other things you will take care of. The second, we are having the platform as a service. It means everything they will provide, you will only use it. Okay, in case of, you can take an example of Zipcar and all. Okay, so they are having their own car, they are taking care of all the maintenance and everything. You can only take the car on rent and you can use it. Okay, that is one of the example of the layman's language example of the PaaS, platform as a service. Or in software's language, yes, they are creating some kind of application, they are hosting it by their own in their own cloud, they are directly giving it to you to use it, and you are using it, and you are paying for what they have already created and the service you are using it. The last one more point in the platform as a service. Okay, with the things that they are already providing to you, if you want to change something, yes, you can change it. It means you are taking on lease, for example. Okay, so you are taking one home on lease. That home has been already taken by someone, paying all the money and everything to the developer, and you are taking it for, maybe you can say, contract of 5 years. Now what they will say is, if you want to decorate that particular house or home, right, you can do it. That is a pure example of platform as a service. So they have given everything. If you don't want to decorate, don't decorate it. If you want to decorate or do some kind of furniture and then use it, yes, you can do it. That is what the platform is. They are providing you platform, you can do anything on top of it, or if you don't want to do, you can use it. Similarly, they will do the similar analogy will be applicable in cloud as well. The next, we are having a software as a service. Now here you will not have any particular action to carry on, because everything has been created by the provider actually, and you are only using it. So if you want to take the example of cloud based software like this as a SaaS, best example is Gmail. Okay, you no need to worry about to whom you are sending the mail to, how that mail will be sent, what exactly they are using at the backend, so that if I am triggering mail to one of the recipient and that particular recipient is getting that email, you no need to worry about it. Only you are using that service, and everything will be taken care by Google at the backend. How the transfer of that particular mail from your mailbox to the recipient's mailbox will carried out and everything. That is a perfect example of software as a service. In the cloud-based services itself, if we take the example, if you see here, we are having the software as a service. Gmail will be the best example. Okay, we are having a platform as a service. So ServiceNow falls under this second concept, the platform as a service. It means whatever ServiceNow is giving to you, yes, you can directly use it without doing anything. Or if your business demands some modification, yes, you are having a power to modify it and then deliver it to your customer. And that's where This training is going to help you how to build something on a ServiceNow, or how to configure and use whatever existing available within the ServiceNow. The third one is we are having IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service. I took one example of Amazon, right? We are having AWS cloud, right? We call it as Amazon Web Services. So that is one example for the IaaS. We are having other one Azure, then we are having GCP cloud services and all. Okay, let's come to the ServiceNow. The cloud-based analogy, right? Or the cloud-based platform ServiceNow is, that's the reason we saw some different service delivery models. And as I told you in the previous slide, the ServiceNow falls under PaaS, platform as a service. Okay, but in ServiceNow's own terminology, you can use ServiceNow as a software as a service as well as platform as a service. The example of software as a service means you no need to modify anything. Whatever ServiceNow is giving, your customer or your business can directly utilize it for your business. Second, if you want to modify something and create something on a platform, yes, you can create. That comes under platform as a service. But combinedly both, we call it as a PaaS. Now, what is this small a denotes here? The ServiceNow small a denotes here the application platform as a service. It means how you create your Android application in your Android Studio. On a similar basis, you can create applications within the ServiceNow platform as well. The applications you should not compare directly with the Android applications, because these applications runs on the ServiceNow platform only. But yes, the user interface, the usability, and all other factors and the characteristics of that particular applications, yes, you can give all those characteristics exactly similar how you normally use any application in your mobile with your fingertips. The main technology that ServiceNow uses is its visual flowcharts are very, very useful here. Means whatever flows or the business process automation you wanted to do, or optimization you want to do in your process, you can do it in a visual flowcharts. Similarly, you are having a drag and drop feature as well. So many components are already created by ServiceNow, which you can use it at different levels. Okay, simply by dragging and dropping. We are having so many pre-built data and task tables. Building block of codes are already there. Okay, means ServiceNow will also give you some pre-built code which you can directly use, or ServiceNow's partners can give you the such kind of codes which you can use it in your business. Yeah, sometimes it may be chargeable because you can't use directly the code or the application created by someone in your organization. You need to pay something if they wanted to charge it. This is what the very simple definition of ServiceNow. And with respect to the company information, we kept this slide as well. The ServiceNow company founded in 2004. Okay, so it is having almost you can say 14,000 employees. And if you see this count, okay, the global partner count is almost 1,500 and plus. It means the ServiceNow's platform services, or the services of consultation and all other things, will be delivered worldwide by all these 1,500 plus global partners. In India also, we are having so many. Okay. And if you see here, year-to-year growth, this chart is till 2020, last year. If you see this growth, it is year-to-year 30% growth is there. Means companies innovating all these things like anything. And currently companies focusing mostly on machine learning, AI, and automating the platform in such a way that it will not have more complexity, but it will be more user-friendly to use it, and more user-friendly to configure it or develop it. Okay, so there is a more chances to grab this opportunity for you guys as a new developer, and most of the businesses are also looking forward for the ServiceNow because it is very useful for their users, because it's user-friendly. So no need to spend much time on the training and training the users and providing all these different services. Okay. This is a quick overview of the platform, how this works. Okay. So mainly the unique differentiation is this middle portion here. You can see this is actually the ServiceNow platform. We call it as a Now platform. Okay. So we are having IT related applications, so many applications. We are having employee workflows. We are having customer workflows. We are having creator workflows. Now, what this workflow means and what is their meaning exactly, more detail you will be able to understand in training. But here, the whichever services or applications you require to run your IT department within any of your organization, all these things will be available in your IT workflows. The employee workflows means any services related to employee. For example, you can say HR services. You need to have some services run with respect to your employee documentation, your payment related things and all will be taken care within the employee workflows. If you are a product based company and you are having a lot of your consumers and customers, for them you are selling some kind of products, for maintaining the relations with them and providing them the service, the customer service, we are having a lot of applications within the service now that comes under customer workflow. Any other kind of workflows, if you wanted to create, connecting any other applications and creating something out of the box and all these things will come under creator workflows, where you can do all the integrations with any other third party tool. Okay. Now, when I say Now platform, the Now platform is a unique platform which can replace all your other applications or legacy applications which you are using in your organization. If you don't want to use it, or if you don't want to replace those legacy applications, what you can do is the platform provides you a platform where you can connect all these applications. You can have your data flowing into the ServiceNow for the seamless organization or the seamless process optimization. For example, you are having a supply chain. The example of supply chain, for example, you as a manufacturing organization, you are having a lot of vendors providing you different parts. Okay. And all these parts, their IDs, pricing, quotation and everything will be managed in SAP. Now SAP also one of the enterprise application. Okay. And to provide any kind of support, you are using ServiceNow. In this scenario, you no need to replace your SAP with ServiceNow. What ServiceNow provides is you can simply connect your SAP with ServiceNow. So all these parts or vendor related data will simply flows into ServiceNow and create a seamless experience for your end users. Now, when I say I took only example of SAP, now SAP is having different modules. You can have it for supply chain. You are having it for HR. For HR, we are used normally SAP or Workday is another one HR service delivery application, or you can say the tool or a platform. We are having a ERP and finance related. We are having marketing related like Adobe. We are having sales platform like Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics. Infrastructure related things are there. For example, Azure, AWS, Google Cloud Platform and Splunk, where you are hosting all your applications. Okay. You are having all your infrastructure related things. Your servers are there. And to monitor those services and websites and applications, to flow that data into the ServiceNow, you can simply connect all these applications to ServiceNow. Now, how ServiceNow gives a seamless experience to your end users? We are having a mobile applications for ServiceNow created by ServiceNow itself. We call it as a Now platform or the Now mobile application. And ServiceNow gives you opportunity to build your own branded application as well. It doesn't mean that you need to use ServiceNow's mobile application only. No, you can have your own application created to use the ServiceNow platform itself, which will have your own company theme, your company logo and everything, and will be available on Play Store as well as your Apple Store to download for your end users. If you wanted to access the platform by using any of the browser, you can use Chrome, you can use Safari, you can use Microsoft Edge as well. ServiceNow inbuilt is having a collaboration tools where you can collaborate with your organization peers within the ServiceNow platform. If you don't want to use the ServiceNow platform, yes, you are having a conversational tools like Teams, Microsoft Teams. You are having Messenger, you are having Slack, you are having Facebook Workspace here. You can simply connect or integrate those tools or the conversational platforms with ServiceNow so that any information related to your service will be available on this conversational platform. And if you want to have any service you wanted to take, you can simply communicate with ServiceNow platform from your whichever tool you are using. For example, if you are using Teams, from Teams itself, you will be able to access the ServiceNow. You don't need to log into ServiceNow separately and access the services. Now, in this case, when I say services, okay, you would have got the question saying that what he is talking about, what kind of services I will access from the conversational tool on the ServiceNow platform. Simply take an example. You are a company employee. First of the month, you got your salary, or maybe last day of your working day of your month, your salary has been credited, but there is some discrepancy in your salary, okay, the statement itself. Now you wanted to have the question to be raised for the HR department, saying that, oh, your salary components looking something different, and you want to have the clarification on it. Now, if your company is using ServiceNow for your employee services, in that case, and if your organization using a Microsoft Teams, in that case, you can simply go to the Teams. You will be having a channel there to access the ServiceNow. You can go there, you can choose the employee related services. Within the employee related services, you can choose the topic of maybe payroll, or you can say the payment related things, and you can raise your query. Someone there will be to support you from the HR department to work on your query or to clarify your doubts, and you will be able to get the answer for your query. If any modifications required, yes, they will do all the modifications and all, and they will send you the new pay slip or maybe your salary statement, whichever services you require. Okay, this is one of the example for employee workflow. If you want to take example for IT workflow, okay, you newly joined the organization and you are having a new desk allocated to you, new computer allocated to you, all these things are already there. But to work on a specific project, you need to have access to any specific software. Let's take example of you need to have the Acrobat Pro, okay, Adobe Acrobat Pro. But in your PC, you don't have that particular license enabled. In that case, you wanted to request that service, then you should directly go to the ServiceNow platform. You will have this kind of catalogs available. You can order that particular software, and the related team, right, the software team will get this request, and they will be able to satisfy, or they will be able to provide you the licensed access to that particular software. Now I have given these two different examples. Okay, the ServiceNow by default provides few of these things, but each and every organization will have the different requirement. They wanted to create, I have given example of only one catalog of Adobe software. Okay, so few companies will have hundreds of softwares, okay, like this. Their users using vast kind of different kind of variety of softwares. In that case, you need to create those catalogs. Okay, how the flow of those catalogs will be. Sometimes some softwares will be there, they are very expensive. You need to have the approvals of your manager, your location head, your department head, and so on and so forth. Okay, so all these backend flows, okay, or what particular process needs to be followed to achieve or to get any particular service, that you need to define within the platform as a developer. Okay, that's what we are going to see in the training, actually, how you can configure it. There are some places where you need to have the to do the configuration, 90 or you can say 85 to 90% of configuration you can directly do without coding. Yeah, but few 10% of configurations are there which needs to have the exposures for the coding, which will be in JavaScript and simply statement based. If you don't know a single line of code as well, that is also perfectly fine. And all these things we are going to see, ServiceNow training. And this is where the nutshell how ServiceNow performs and what exactly the ServiceNow is. Now, if you see here, the Now platform is the platform of platforms for digital workflows. So I have given you the example of two workflows, okay, how you can automate the employee concerns related to your payslip and all these things. Second, if you wanted to have any particular service within the organization, once you that is the IT related things, okay. Similarly, we are having customer related things. For example, take an example, the company Dell, okay. So Dell is using ServiceNow for customer service. Then how ServiceNow comes into picture, okay. For example, you are using a ServiceNow, you are using a Dell computer and you purchased it 10 days ago. It is well under warranty and guarantee and everything, okay. The replacement, something like that, and your computer is not working after 10 days. In that case, your the seller, okay, who would have already told you if any issue happened to your computer or laptop, within a month you can come to the store or you can call the customer care. They will check if your computer or issue is not fixable. They will replace your computer as well. Now, in that case, to whom you will connect with? So they would have given you a number, okay. You will call that number. It means you are actually calling the customer service center, okay. Now, when the customer service center will get the call already from your seller, all your information related to your computer, what is your computer ID, what kind of specification it is, who bought this and all, those details will be registered there, okay. Because on warranty card it would have given you, once you purchase this, right, go to this particular website and register your details so that we will provide you the future support. Now all these details will already be registered in ServiceNow platform only. And once you will call them for the support, they will ask you for confirmation. What is your name? What is your date of birth? And what kind of model you are having for your laptop and all. And they will confirm it in a ServiceNow tool. And then they will access your whatever issue you are having. They will provide you some kind of troubleshooting steps. Maybe they are having some articles. They will post with the articles and all. So such kind of data will be already stored in the ServiceNow platform for all the customers and the product related things. They will easily access it. Otherwise, if you are calling and they don't have a particular digitized platform to maintain your data, in that case, they need to have some Excel sheet to be maintained, and they will search, oh, this particular laptop purchased from maybe Pune or something like that in this particular showroom and all these things. It will be a cumbersome process for them. Okay, so that is the reason digitization of any of the business is important, and ServiceNow is a backbone for the workflow digitization. Okay, that is where we call it as a platform of platforms. I hope everyone would have understood this. Okay. The next one, it is a quick explanation I will give. Anyone can build apps fast with App Engine. So as I told you here, right, we are having one creator workflows. Okay, three I have already given you example: IT workflows, employee workflows, customer workflows. The creator workflows, it is a speed and agility at scale where LOB citizen developer, when I say LOB citizen developer, it means the people, those who don't know anything about the coding, anything about the ServiceNow configuration and all, they will also have and scope to create an application. But yeah, they will not be able to create the application having a difficult kind of backend process, having different approvals and flows and everything. The second number of developers, we are having low code developer, where not necessarily you need to know the language or a coding language, but then also you will be able to create the application. Third, it is professional developers, okay, where you will be able to do the configuration, administration, and development, and you will be able to create a full scope application which will no less than any of your full-fledged Android application, having independent process, independent flows, independent UI, user interface, and everything. Okay, that is where we call it as an app engine. So app engine is nothing but you can relate this to the Android Studio, for example. Okay, how you create application on Android Studio. Similarly, in ServiceNow, when you need to create the applications, you use the app engine. App engine is the terminology used for the ServiceNow Studio. Similarly, what app engine consists of? If you see here, We are having you can create apps quickly. That's perfectly fine. You can connect with the critical systems. When I say critical systems, you are having pre-built integration components. You want to connect to SAP? Yes, you can quickly connect. You don't need to do any kind of coding. Simply you need to give the credentials and you will be able to connect it with the SAP system. If you wanted to connect any other software, yes, you can simply GitHub and any other application, you can simply connect so that your data flow will be very seamless. You can create amazing experiences. Experiences is nothing but the screens, okay? For example, you can say, and those screens or the user experiences, you can utilize it in your mobile applications. This will give you an exact experience like your Android applications, okay? You can have the intelligence as well. When I say intelligence, you can track, optimize, and automate decisions as well with the pre-built analytics and AI. ServiceNow is vastly investing in analytics and AI related platforms where we are having the automatic assignments, we are having the suggestions and everything automatically be performed by learning with the models which has been come from the machine learning and deep learning. Okay, we are having aggregation models, similarity models, and different. Once you will go through the trainings and you explore it, you will be able to know more about the intelligence as well of the service now. Anyone is having any question till here? What exactly the ServiceNow platform is? Please unmute yourself and you can ask the question, or you can put the questions in chat box as well.
Hello.
Yes.
As you said, like ServiceNow, it's being used in the customer service, and also it's also being used in the IT service also.
Yes.
So can you again explain like how it is being used in IT?
Okay, when you say IT, right, I will give only one example, okay, which might give you an idea. You are Akshay, right? Akshay Gule?
No, this is Srikaran.
Okay, yeah, Srikaran. See, in IT, normally you can observe what all things you need once you will enter into the organization, okay? See, when I will enter into the organization from the swapping of my ID card, okay, at the entrance, till the time I will log off my computer and come out, okay, all the processes required inside your organization that will be managed by your IT. Okay, you might would say, okay, no, access and everything will be managed by my admin department. Yes, definitely they will overlook, but any system underneath it needs to be created by IT department. Now, how you will understand who came at what time and who went out what time? Okay, so that is one example. You can maintain, you can integrate those your IoT systems. Okay, whichever device has been placed at your door to swap the ID card, you can simply connect that with ServiceNow, and ServiceNow will preserve that data with each and every employee. How many times you went out, how many times you came in, what time you came in, what time you came out. Okay, that is one example. Second,
okay.
Yeah, second, to manage your assets. Okay, in any of the organization, you are lakhs and lakhs of computers. Okay, not only computers, you will have computers, you will have printers, you will have servers, and so many things. Okay, that we call it as a IT assets. So that particular things, to manage all your assets, okay, you need to have some particular tool. You can't manage everything in Excel sheet. Okay, sometimes you will have so many licensed software. Okay, take example of Office 365 itself. You will have Office 365. The Microsoft itself provide you one platform, okay, where you will be able to check everything. But the ServiceNow tool like ServiceNow, if all other things for all other services, if you are using a ServiceNow to maintain your user records, to maintain your employee related things, customer related things, and only to maintain the Office 365 licenses, you are using something else which has been provided by Microsoft. In such scenario, you can integrate the Microsoft Office 365 with ServiceNow, where all the licensing related things, the agreements and everything will be flown into the ServiceNow, and you will have the one view where you will be able to manage everything. So where you will be able to see which asset has been assigned to you. Okay, to Srikaran, for example, Srikaran is having one laptop, one computer is there, I can say that PC, you are having one iPhone, maybe you are having 4-5 license software and everything. So the combined view ServiceNow will give you. Second, when I say to manage all these assets, okay, within the IT itself, different applications are there. To manage the IT, we will have the IT asset management. Okay. Now, if you are having any cloud, within the cloud, you are using all your servers and you are having all your applications installed, hosted, and everything. You wanted to see the performance of those applications and everything, storage related thing and everything. You don't want it to go always here and there. Okay. In that case, you can integrate your cloud related things with ServiceNow. ServiceNow proactively monitor everything within your cloud, give you all your notifications and everything. We call it as a IT OEM, operation management. Okay. Or you can say the event management. Different application names are there. But anything related to your organization, yes, you will be able to manage it in ServiceNow. And those things, you will not be able to manage it within ServiceNow. ServiceNow provides you one extended hand where you can integrate those softwares with ServiceNow to manage your data and to have the smoothest flow of data within your ServiceNow tool.
Okay, so like what can we say about like ServiceNow in simple words, like in short form?
See, to manage, this is the workflow related tool. Okay. Anywhere you will have some process to be followed. Okay. Simple words, wherever you need to follow the process, ServiceNow comes into picture. The process means if you need to take 2 days of leave. Okay. So while taking the leave, you should have your manager to be approved your leaves, then only you will be able to take it. It means the approval is comes into picture. It means that is the process and you are having the workflow attached with. What is your workflow? Whenever you are raising request for your vacation or your holiday, your manager should approve it. Now, normally what you do is you will send email to your manager. I want to have the 2 days of leave or something like that. And your manager will reply, oh, yes, Srikaran, yes, you can take the leave for 2 days. I am approving it. He will give it on email. If you want to digitize it, okay, you don't want it to send one-to-one email. And you want to have all the historical data of all your employee who has taken leave, who has approved and all these things. Then simply this process you can automate in ServiceNow tool. Understood the simple example?
Yeah.
Where your users, okay, will have one user interface, means one screen, the application screen, which will be a ServiceNow application screen. We don't have the different screens, okay? ServiceNow will have only one screen where if you are having any query related to your HR things, yes, you can come to the same screen and you can raise the query. If you want to have the application to be raised for your leave, yes, you can come here itself and you can raise the application. If you wanted to check which all are the asset assigned to me, yes, you can. And the data if has been managed by ServiceNow, okay, that needs to be managed, then only you will be able to check it. Then you can simply come to ServiceNow and check my assets, whichever assets assigned to you, or might be your team is using it, but it is on your name. Everything will be shown there. So to manage the things seamlessly with the digitization and the workflows, yes, we can use it ServiceNow for it. Hope you got your answer, right?
Yeah.
And this is very few examples. Okay, so many things are there. I will suggest you can Google it quickly, okay, whenever you will get time, and check few use cases of ServiceNow. People are using ServiceNow in a very different way, okay. So if I give an example, okay, all the US federal government, okay, related departments, all the departments use ServiceNow. In their defense also, they will use ServiceNow. For all the operations within their departments, they are having ServiceNow. For Australia government also, they are using the ServiceNow. If you take the example in India, I guess National Stock Exchange, okay, the share market, they have also recently rolled out ServiceNow for their operation. Now you know how cumbersome process will be there for share market, okay. So for some processes to atomize it or to have the quick workflows and the digitized it, the workflow in the proper manner, they are using ServiceNow too. Yeah, there are some limitations, okay, for ServiceNow also, because it is not the tool to do some kind of development where you need to have the application security related to something, Java and all these things. This is a tool, okay? You can't create application and deploy it on somewhere else. Everything you can create within the ServiceNow. This is a platform, okay? Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else is having question? I guess one question I got. Who is RP?
It's Panchi.
Yeah. How can we explain ServiceNow? Yeah, this is the way. Just now I explained, right? To connect everything within your business process, right? You can use ServiceNow. Then we are having question from Akshay. Sir, also learn ITSM or ITOM. Yeah, with the platform, right? In this particular training, Akshay, with the platform, yes, we are going to learn all the administration related things. Then we are going to learn all the objects of scripting, the development. With the development, yes, definitely we are going to learn one application, which will be the IT service management. So this particular training will be a package of 3 different trainings. If you go to the official website of ServiceNow, they will have 3 different trainings for this particular course. One is a certified system administrator. Second, they are having the certified application developer. And third, they are having the IT service management. So we try to combine all 3 and provide this cumbersome course to you in a simple way, so that at the end of training, you will be able to firmly, you can go ahead and give any kind of interview in a market. Okay, that's for sure.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes.
People used to say ServiceNow as a ticketing tool.
Yes. So, see, I will give you an example. Okay, when ServiceNow started in 2004, okay, yes, definitely at that time it was a ticketing tool only. Okay, because that particular tool in 2004, when they started, when they released first version, right, it was a ticketing tool only, where they used to have this tool only for the IT department, and within the IT itself, they used to have it to raise the tickets or concerns only. For example, you can say incident, problem, and change related things. But over the years, they have increased their capability like anything. Now, whichever business process you wanted to have it, yes, ServiceNow is providing the solution for it. If I guess in coming slide, I will show you the examples if I am having what all different applications they are using. Okay, I will quickly name it. We are having IT service management. The only one IT service management as a whole package, if you consider, only 10% part is there for a ticketing. Okay, the incident related or query related things. All other things is having so many different things there. 90% of the things are non-ticketing things within the IT service management itself. Okay, so ServiceNow is no more ticketing tool. Not now. From, you can say, maybe 7-8 years, it's not a ticketing tool. You are having the HR related things. We are having customer related things. We can create any applications. Only the imagination is your limit. You can have all kind of workflows created at the backend, and you will be able to achieve that in no time. For example, similar application, if it takes 15 days to create it in Android application, and with the same logic, yes, with the ServiceNow UI and the ServiceNow platform capability, you can create it in 10 days. Definitely, it reduces your time at least by 50%, and without any coding. You no need to write a single line of code. Okay. And when I say this particular screen, you will be able to see user experiences. Okay. It means this is the UI specifically for phone. Okay. Sometimes what will be the requirement? You will have a lot of employees that normally use mobile phone. They don't use laptop to check any particular thing. For example, take example of timesheet entry. Okay. You wanted to have one application created for timesheet entry. If you wanted to create it in Android application, what you need to do? You need to have the application created separately. Then you need to connect this application with some source. Maybe you can say your database, SQL, or stored anywhere in a cloud. You need to connect it so that whenever you are going to log in, and store your timesheet entry, you need to make a call to database and store data somewhere else. But if you create the same application in ServiceNow, you no need to have the integration for logging in, because in ServiceNow you are already having the account. Second, you no need to store the data somewhere else, because all your data is flowing into the ServiceNow. So the timesheet related data also be stored in one of your table there itself. You no need to create a different Android application and download it, because you would have already ServiceNow application within your mobile app. We have the different other applications to use, and timesheet entry is one of the option in that. So it is giving you a different features in one application itself. You got this, right?
Hello. I have one question. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, sir. I wanted to know that who is the rival for ServiceNow, and what, as per your experience, what do you think that after 5 years, where will be ServiceNow in our Indian market? The second one questions and the first one question.
Okay. See, the first question, okay, who will be the competitors for it, okay? So there are so many, okay,
Yes.
but they don't have what ServiceNow is having. Let's take one example, okay? When someone, I guess RP asked me question with ServiceNow is a ticketing tool, okay? Yes, ServiceNow is a ticketing tool. If someone is there, one business is there, they are only looking to have atomize, or you can say digitize their day-to-day services. Okay, it means raising the ticket, have any computer related service to be raised. Your customer or your user want to order the software or something like that. If your business is looking only for this option, okay, the ticketing tool, yeah, there are so many competitors for it. So let's take one example. Symphony Summit is one of the platform where they will provide the same service what I just explained you with respect to the ticketing in very nominal cost, you can say. Okay, there is, if you see the pricing difference of ServiceNow and other tools, it's huge difference. Okay, why? The ServiceNow platform itself is having a capability to onboard so many different workflows. For example, today I am using ServiceNow only for my IT operation, and down the line 2 years I wanted to use the same ServiceNow for my HR operations as well. I no need to purchase a different platform within the same application or within the same platform. Only I need to plug in the HR related application. We are having simply install plugins within the platform itself, and your HR related applications will be ready within the ServiceNow. So that kind of competition, there is no one near to ServiceNow as of today. Okay. Second thing, ServiceNow is not trying to replace anyone. For example, just now I already given example of SAP. Okay, for the enterprise services, you are using a SAP to maintain your vendor related contracts or your parts related activities and data. You can say releasing quotations and everything. ServiceNow is not replacing that. ServiceNow is saying, yes, if you are using ServiceNow for one particular purpose, all other things are also available within the ServiceNow. So you can connect the ServiceNow with your existing systems, and the result, with my experience, I can tell you, with the result down the line 2 or 3 years, once ServiceNow, your customer will start using ServiceNow, they will not use their legacy applications. Slowly, they will migrate everything to ServiceNow, and they don't need to maintain 10 different applications for the same thing, where ServiceNow as a one platform providing everything. And your second question, where I can see the ServiceNow in Indian market, right? In Indian market, I can't see ServiceNow as a very strong force in coming at least 4 to 5 years, because most of the Indian market giants, right? So in India, as you know, we get very nominal at very nominal cost. We will get the IT services to be affordable, right? So in that case, most of the giants, what they are doing is They will have their own application, maybe mobile application or some small website or something like that. The only one thing, the cost of the platform of the ServiceNow is very, very high. So I can't see those who can afford it, right? Those the business houses, is definitely they should go with the ServiceNow. And nowadays they are going as well. It's not like that no one is using, but yeah, in a Western market, if you take example of USA, right, it's hugely ServiceNow based market. Okay, and in any of the leading IT industries in India as well, if you see their tool related or platform related businesses, okay, mostly that is focused on Western market only. Okay, you understood?
Yes, I got it.
Yeah. One question I got here, it is from Akshay. So ServiceNow or Salesforce are same? No, it is not same. So ServiceNow is not focusing on one specific, you can say, stream. Okay, if you see here, I have given here example, right? If you see here, Salesforce comes into the frame of sales. Okay, but you see the ServiceNow comes under everything. There is no differentiation for ServiceNow to capture any of these applications. Means related stream I am talking about. Okay, if you are talking about customer service, yes, ServiceNow is having for that as well. If you say infrastructure monitoring and infrastructure related things, yes, ServiceNow is there. For IT, yes, ServiceNow is there. For sales, yes, ServiceNow is there. But if you specifically focusing on sales, yeah, then you can go with the Salesforce. See, ServiceNow is saying the ServiceNow is platform of platforms. So if your business is focusing only on one stream, then ServiceNow is a not good platform for you, because you are paying huge money and you are underutilizing it. If nowadays, if anyone is taking ServiceNow, they want to use most of it. And once you learn platform, right, all other things, right? For example, you learn platform in our training. Then if you need to develop any application for IT, the process is same. If you need to develop any other application for employee workflows, it is same. Only the backend business flow is going to change, but the platform related, you as a developer, things are same for you. If you need to write a specific configuration or code in IT workflows, same code will be applicable in employee workflows also, because you are not going to change coding language or any configuration object. Okay, so it is giving you multi-dimensional view, the ServiceNow. That is the more focus of ServiceNow in a market. And ServiceNow is not looking to replace anyone. Okay, it is emerging parallelly, you can say. Okay, so someone is there, Freshwork is Indian startup who is giving competition to ServiceNow, recently listed in stock exchange also. Competition to ServiceNow, I don't know actually, Deepak. But yeah, if you say the ServiceNow related projects, who is getting most of it, right? Yeah, so many startups are there. The big giants like Infosys, Cognizant, the Accenture, TCS, those are also having the projects, full projects of ServiceNow, you can say. But yeah, the startups, or you can say the small scale industries, like maybe we are having Cloud Action, then we are having Enable PS, those kinds of companies are also there. Emphasis, we are having one. Okay, then so many IT related companies are there. Those are emerging companies. They are having very dynamic workforce. Okay, and most of the people or the employees, those who know ServiceNow, most of them left these big giants and they joined the small scale industries like Cloud Action and all these things, where they are offering more packages to the employees, those who know ServiceNow, as this is very, very demanding technology in the market. You can give the answer if you know who is the competitor for ServiceNow, and you are saying that particular company has been listed in stock exchange. I'm not aware of it. Yeah, but if you are talking about who is actually getting the more business from ServiceNow, yeah, these cloud related companies are there. Yeah, yes, yeah, they are actually leading the market. You got the answer, right, Deepak? Hello? Okay. So if no other questions, right, I can quickly go here. I will explain you guys a journey of a ServiceNow professional. Okay, quickly. If you say we are having a first step as an administrator, where you no need to know the any kind of coding. Okay, only configurations are enough to be an administrator, and currently it is in full demand. Second, we are having the app developer, where you should know the knowledge of administration, as well as if you know a basic of coding. When I say coding, right, it's not any other language you need to learn. ServiceNow itself is having few command lines, you can say, or the statements, which are actually originated from a JavaScript. If you know a bit of JavaScript, it's better to have it. If you don't know, no need to worry. It's not that hard to only go ahead with the learning ServiceNow. And with learning of ServiceNow, you should learn the JavaScript. It's a basic JavaScript required. You should not be the expert in it. Then next, we are having the platform architect. When I say platform architect, here you should have the knowledge of administration, application development, as well as the different application verticals which we just named. Okay, the IT service management, IT operation management. Then you should know the other applications, HR related. You should know the legal applications. You should know the cloud related applications as well. We are having so many monitoring related applications within the ServiceNow, where proactively ServiceNow monitors your infrastructure. For example, any service is going to go down, if anywhere the storage is going to be full, it will predict something is going to happen in the future. You can say the predictive analysis or predictive intelligence and all. So for that, you should know the everything, and we will have the platform architect as role for it. The next one is actually the process consultant, where you should not you no need to implement the ServiceNow, but yeah, you should know ServiceNow, and you should know the ITIL process as well. ITIL is nothing but IT infrastructure library, to have the process related knowledge. And here you are going to play the role of a process consultant, where you are consulting the customer how you can utilize ServiceNow to meet your requirement. Or sometimes what happens is we will have another one role with the domain consultant as well, where you should know the ServiceNow as well as the domain where your business belongs to, and you want to implement the ServiceNow. For example, take an example, you are going to implement a ServiceNow for one of the manufacturing giant. Okay, in that case, you should know the pain points of that particular industry. Okay, in manufacturing, you need to understand what will be the pain points on shop floor, then supply chain, and assembly line and everything. Okay, if you are implementing ServiceNow for, maybe take example of insurance industry, you should know what all are the pain points in the insurance industry. Okay, that we call it as a domain consultant. If you know the ServiceNow and you wanted to understand the customer and help customer to match up requirements and how you can build it in a ServiceNow, we need to have the process consultant role for it. If you see here, ServiceNow provides a vast range of certifications as well. So we are having mainline certifications, around 22 to 23 certifications are there. The basic certificate is system administrator. If you see here, the first one, we are having a system administrator, developer, and implementers. When you say implementers, these three are platform related. Okay, and we are trying to cover the syllabus, or you can say the content related to these certifications. Okay, we are not going to offer any particular official certification from our side. Yeah, we will definitely give you the completion certificate. Yeah, but if you wanted to officially get certified from ServiceNow, then yes, you can, but the fees is very, very huge. You need to pay at least maybe 1300 USD or something as a fee for one of the application. Okay, one of the application for your examination. Then we are having application specialist, where, as I already mentioned, we are having so many applications, right? So each and every application will have the underlying mainline certificate for it. You can go and acquire that certificate, and you can say I am the certified application you can say application specialist for that particular application. If we come to the CloudMURY's training, okay, so we are going to have the 30 hours of training actually. Then we should have some extra time for live question and answer as well. We will have extensive labs and assignments on the topics covered. We are having mock text for CSA exam if you want to take the CSA exam in future. Then CloudMURY provides internship as well. Okay, so after the training, if you wanted to have the hands-on training and you want to know more, okay, before jumping into the market, yes, you can join our internship program as well. If you want to do any full-time or maybe part-time opportunity you are looking for after the training, yes, you can connect with us. We will provide you that as well. This 30 hours of training actually it's worth of $600. Okay, we are having a experienced trainer. Those are certified in the different application areas of the ServiceNow itself. So many assignments will be carried out throughout these 30 days. We will have the space, very good space where you can ask the questions. You can get your questions clarified. Any doubt you are having, okay, we are having well-structured content. The online classes will be delivered in a smoothless manner where you can have your own freedom. When I say own freedom, you will not be restricted to have the question and answer session at the end of the session only. You need to raise your hand anytime and you can ask the question to the trainer. Okay, no worries. Then which all are the topics will be covered? Okay, I will quickly give the overview. We are going to cover the ServiceNow platform overview. Then we are going to cover the ITSM module overview and scripting, events, email notifications, incident, problem, change, and knowledge management, which all are the part of your IT workflow. Okay. Then we are going to cover service catalog, workflows, and mobile application as well. We are going to cover reporting related things, or you can say the data administration related things as well within the ServiceNow platform. We are going to have the app. We are going to see app engine, how to use it. Okay, and you can quickly create the applications. We are having service portal, integration, and flow. These terms, okay, you will be able to understand slowly. But yeah, this particular topics, which actually includes the content or syllabus of that particular 3 certified training courses. Okay. If someone asked me, is internship paid? Okay, so this is our internship model. Okay, so 6-month unpaid internship will be there. Okay, Abhijit. So this is the answer for your question. Okay, where yeah, so where we are already having the enters onboarded. Okay, so you can have a communication with them on daily basis. You will be able to get new assignment, you can say, or lab work, you can say, with the use cases or case studies. Okay, where you will be able to get an opportunity to work on live projects as well. If you are got that much knowledge where you can handle the project. Okay, when I say project, it means you can in a position to work on the platform directly for the customer. Yes, definitely will promote you to work on the project as well. Okay, and at the end of your internship, yes, definitely you will get the experience certificate. Okay, at the end of the training, if you are only enrolling for the training, yes, you will get the training completion certificate. But if you are after the training, if you are enrolling for the internship with accepting terms and conditions, then you will get the experience certificate as well after 6 months. Okay, you can say once you will complete the training. Okay, so yeah, currently it is remote only, Abhijit. Okay, because we are not asking anyone to come somewhere physically. Okay, so everything is online only currently. So once you complete the training, okay, we will help you to get the jobs at different MNCs. Okay, so second, you might get chance and everything is depends on the evaluation after your training. Okay, so our team actually evaluates you, what will be your knowledge level. Okay, depends on that itself, we will determine whether you are be good enough to take part in a part-time job, or maybe if we are having any full-time opportunities, can we refer you there so that you will get your career opportunity there. Okay, if you are not able to join as a part-time or full-time, and if you are interested in freelancing as well, okay, so we try to channelize that as well for you after completion of training and after evaluation. Okay,